Greetings comrades and welcome to the new video. Today we'll be preparing another typical Bulgarian salad. And it's considered one of our best salads by foreigners. I know quite a lot of foreigners who were in Bulgaria and they like this salad a lot. Typically it's very close to another salad we prepared on the channel called the Shopska salad, which is basically tomato, cucumbers, onions, parsley, some nice feta cheese, but this is a little bit upgraded version. And by upgraded version, most of the time we Slavs consider it has more things in it. And this is one of the salads that you can typically just eat as a whole meal because it has so much stuff in it, especially if you combine it with some carb source like bread. Typically we would eat it like bread and dip in the sauce that's on the bottom of the plate, but you can eat it with other carb sources and this can become quite a nice meal by itself. It shouldn't be like before the main course. The only thing that bothers me is why it is called shepherd salad. I couldn't find any resources, and I guess this salad was invented during socialist times when we had this Balkan tourist organization, which was basically under these organizations were all the restaurants and hotels in Bulgaria, and it was like responsible for the tourism in Bulgaria, and they developed quite a lot of recipes with strange names, names after cities, names after something like the Shopska salad, like Ovcharska salad, because first they bring more interest to the people and they bring more interest to foreigners. And this is my explanation, but I'm not sure if this is the case. Why I wonder it is called shepherd salad? Because in Bulgaria most of the time a shepherd is considered a poor person who is uneducated and basically doesn't have a lot of money and resources to eat fancy food and rich food like with a variety of products. In my village we had a grandpa who was living in the nearby house. He was a shepherd his whole life. He basically ate what the sheep and the goats provided in the form of milk products and some bread and stuff like that. I mean, nothing fancy, and maybe something that he will grow in his garden if the year was good. But this salad, you see, it has ham, it has cheese, it has mushrooms, it has different kinds of vegetables, all the fancy stuff. And I cannot imagine that a salad rich like that can be eaten by or prepared by a shepherd. This is my problem with that salad. But this doesn't change the fact that this salad is great. And without further ado, I'm speaking too much. Let's go and see how the Ovcharska salad is prepared. Okay, let's start with reviewing the products for our shepherd salad, which I think no shepherd in Bulgaria have ever prepared, but we call it shepherd salad. Of course, we'll start with a huge sun tomato, some green pepper, onion. I have red onion, for salad it's better. I have half a cucumber, some mushroom slices in brine, which are like ready to eat, some break ham from the Czech Republic. It's nice. I have some white cheese here. Some people use kashkaval, but I prefer white cheese. And this is the main products. We start with the tomato. See this beauty of the tomato. It was very sweet tomato indeed. And we need to cut it into random big chunks. You can be more precise with the cutting if you like some particular shapes or sizes, but I like big tomatoes in random shapes. After that we take the green watery stick, also known as a cucumber, and I'll cut it into half moons, I would say. By the way, I recently concluded that from a video that cucumbers are basically melons, which is quite fun. After that we take the pepper and again cut it into some slices. I used half of the pepper because we have a lot of vegetables. Clean up the working surface as it was quite wet and get half a red onion. Yeah, I always wonder how beautiful the vegetables are on the inside. You can go with other onion, but the red onion is my go-to onion for this salad, and I cut it like that again into similar shapes like the pepper. Another thing I would add is parsley. Like, I like to have some parsley in the start of the week, cut it and store it in a box so I can use it during the week. After that we had the ham. You can use other type of meat, but typically we prepare it with some ham. And this was a nice ham, to be honest. You can go with whatever ham you enjoy in that salad. I'll cut the cheese directly in the plate. Hopefully I won't cut my plate too. Into some cubes, and I would open these mushrooms, which by most people are considered like disgusting, but I enjoy them, to be honest. The mushrooms in the brine, and I enjoy eating them just like that. They're quite tasty, to be honest, and I'll have some of them. Optionally you can have some olives too. Here I have one egg which I boiled in advance. I prefer it a little bit before it gets the hard. I mean, not medium, not runny yolk, but a little bit before the egg gets hard. It should have some little bit of liquid yolk on the middle of the yolk. We start assembling our salad. I'll start with the tomatoes, the cucumbers. I will add the peppers on top. I will add the onions, basically. And after that it's time for some of the toppings. I start with the mushrooms. You can add the olives at that point if you want. I cut the egg into quarters. I try to make it symmetric somehow. I sprinkle ham all over the salad like that and try to order it a little bit so it can look nice. And I'll sprinkle the cheese cubes on the top of the salad. Adding some salt. Don't go with a lot of salt because the cheese and the ham are typically salty. Adding some of the parsley, some apple vinegar, apple cider vinegar, some oil, sunflower oil in my case, because sunflower oil is power. And the salad is basically ready to eat. It looks like that. In most places you go to eat outside, it won't look that good and so rich, but that's why I show you how to prepare it by yourself. But if you manage to visit Bulgaria and go to some restaurant, order it and maybe you can compare. The Slav difficulty level would be 1 out of 5 because you basically cut like 10 things and put them into a bowl. That's it. That's basically how shepherd salad is prepared. Now let's do a taste test. Okay, comrades, I have the rare opportunity to taste the salad where I shoot my intros. Because of the schedule, I cannot always shoot here, only the intros maybe. And this is the salad. As you see, I tried to mix it a little bit before eating, so the olive oil can meet the salt and the vinegar, so they can go over every vegetable. As you see, this is one huge salad which basically you can eat and forget to eat after that. I would suggest to eat it with some nice freshly baked bread, especially if you have sourdough bread, it would go perfect. And now let's try to get from everything. I would say that would be hard because there are a lot of things in that salad, but I have some ham, I have onion, I have pepper, I'll get a cucumber, I'll get a tomato, but the tomatoes are quite huge. I'll get tomato with the second bite. It's great. To be honest, it may look like a lot of things and it may look that they don't go with each other, but I assure you that everything goes well with the other things. There's some very nice smoke flavor from the ham, there's some like cheesy and fatty texture from the cheese, there's some very nice texture and taste from the yolk, and every vegetable inside corresponds very well with the meat, with the eggs and with the cheese. And also the mushrooms. They may be strange, but they have a nice taste too. And some people add olives. If you want some extra things to this salad which doesn't have extra things at all, you can add olives also. With that said, this was all from me for this video, comrades. I hope you enjoyed the salad and you prepare it, and I'll slap you next time.